Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clank Zoka. Welcome to another question time. Today I'm be doing question time 7, and we're going to be doing some questions again. Some, well, most of it's on the community posts, aren't they? But before we get to them, I'm going to start off with a few on here. Mr. MCO has asked me 7 questions on this, and confusingly enough, on the community posts. I'm not sure why, because he's already asked me some questions on here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through all of them, and then I'm going to go through the other one. And if there's any questions on the community post one that I've already answered, I'll move on. So here we go. Question 1. The shittiest, best McDonald's toys. I don't really pay attention to the McDonald's toys. Not that I think they're a big deal. Some of them are quite cool. I like the Monsters Inc. one because I think there's like a Mike was. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's like a Mike Wazowski toy where you can move his eyes and mouth, and then there's the Toad from Flushed Away. Actually, the Flushed Away McDonald's Happy Meal toys is quite good. The shit ones I think are probably the stuff with the Minions and Despicable Me. I don't mean the franchise. That's kind of the polar opposite. But in terms of toys, they're very basic and very shit looking in a way. Worst episode of a cartoon you have ever seen? Worst episode of a cartoon I've ever... Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, that's tricky. That's really tricky, because there's lots of cartoons I like. I can't think of an episode that I dislike. Oh. I'm going to have to quickly think about that one. Worst episode of a cartoon? You know what, this might be stretching it a little bit, but I'm going to include Angry Kid. Angry Kid technically is animated, but also live action, so I know it's technically breaking the rules, but it does count as both in both categories. So there's one Angry Kid episode that I kind of dislike. It's called Bad News, where Angry Kid and Lil Sis are eating some, I think, like, according to Darren Walsh in the Inside Angry Kid video, a mushy toasty bean bready mush or something. It looks quite delicious, but I think all the episodes, or at least from series 1 to 2 of Angry Kid, are funny, except for that one. It starts off as just funny, and then he just chokes on the thing and dies, and it's like, you're supposed to feel sorry or laugh, but it's so distasteful and so unfunny and even kind of off-putting that it's easily the worst Angry Kid episode. Say what you want about series 3 and 4, I actually really like them, but they will never beat series 1 and 2. It's just that Bad News is just very distasteful and just kinda just not pleasant to watch in any way. It's just him choking to death and it's dying. It's like, I could have come up with something funnier than that, but hey ho, what can I do? 3. Worst / best song that ever worst best song ever that you want to scream party every time you hear it. Worst song that makes me want to scream is Mamma Mia, and pretty much any song from ABBA. I think I'm going to keep saying this a lot, but it's honestly true. ABBA is overrated. Mamma Mia, not the films, the song is overrated. Cannot stand that song, and even the reach for the, I can't sing that. Walking on Sunshine. This is me. Freaking can't stop can't stop the feeling. I don't mind too much, but Reach for the Stars, Mamma Mia, Walking on Sunshine. I swear to God, I hear those fucking songs every time I go to a disco. Mostly discos with people who have disabilities and who are autistic. What is it with people with these songs? I don't get the appeal. They're just very generic party disco songs, and that's fine, but I just cannot stand them. Best songs, any song from Sia, pretty much. The Lumineers, 30 Seconds to Mars, Imaginary Dragons as well. I don't know, any song that I like really, or I'm trying to think. One of the songs from Imaginary Dragons, On Top of the World is one. Do or Die from 30 Seconds to Mars. Stubborn Love from Lumineers, um, Wake Up from Arcade Fire, and Take It All Away from Owl City. Those songs I would easily listen to any day. I wouldn't exactly go up and go, party! Or whatever the hell you said there. I know you said party, but do you mean like as in get up and dance, or just say like, oh, let's party, and then everyone does exactly that? I don't know, but I guess to party I would listen to All Star, What Is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me No More. Good old Fatboy Slim too. I'd listen to those. So yeah. Question 4 is favorite advert by Barry Leaf. His collection is on the HATADS catalog. How do you pronounce it? Is it catalog? Yeah. I don't know why I'm bothering to figure out how you spell it. He works on Paddington Bear. Okay. One Balls and Portland Bill. Oh yeah, that's the same animation. I think, isn't it? Either Wood animation, because it looks similar to Postman Pat. Okay. I don't know if I've seen any adverts, at least with his name in, so I cannot possibly answer. I'll have a look at some of them on the website, so that's cool. 5. Opinions on a HATADS. And by the way, I forgot what the company's called. I know what you're thinking. Oh, but you upload stuff from their bloody website all the time. I haven't uploaded anything from their website in ages, so this is going to sound very strange. I keep mistaking them for Hall of Advertising, but Hall of Advertising is just one person, isn't it? And that's a charity website. This one here. So I'm going to call it Hats Ad, because they upload ads, and the hats is, I don't know, it's just easier to remember in my view. But I know what he's talking about, but I just can't remember what the company's called. Opinions on Hat's telling Hall of Advertising to delete everything she uploaded from Arrow's archive. I don't know too much about Arrow's archive, but I do know that she has been taken down. I believe, to my knowledge, I think she put up a post saying, please delete any videos that you have from the website because it's a charity and all that. I think she has deleted a few ads and stuff from the website as well, and my opinion is understandable, really, but to be fair, and I will rephrase that, some of the ads that she has uploaded are from the website. Others, don't know where she got them from, but if you can find another way of uploading adverts without getting them, PIFs, whatever, without getting blocked, and that's fine. And I get that they're a charity, although I question why they are why are they a charity, anyways? I know they've got their watermark on the ads, but they're just taking ads that we know onto their website. Unless the companies that distributed and made the ads are okay with it, then I can see why. So I think it's understandable as to why she, Haddats wants her to remove stuff from Arrow's archive. I guess. I don't really know too much about it. What is Arrow's archive? Is it another YouTube channel? Is it another website for archiving ads? I don't know. Because like I said, I only know that she wants people to delete what's from the website because it's a charity or something like that. I get lost in these things, so I don't bother really to, to read it. I might delete some of them as well, but there's thousands, maybe. I don't know. Most terrible, lackluster, or stupid animated PIF from 1970s or early 80s. Can't think of any. Sorry. I don't really watch a lot of old PIFs unless it's like Charlie Says or Joe and Petunia. Besides that, I don't watch that much old PIFs from animated forms, so I can't say. 7. Scariest ad apart from Mets. Mets? I don't remember Mets. Chocolate Man. Oh, the Lynx advert. That's pretty creepy. Little Baby's Ice Cream. Yeah, I think we all know that. As they have been talked about to death, this also excludes any PIFs. Ah, shit. Scariest ad. Okay, have a think about that. There was one scary ad that I remember, and this was one that I've been trying to find for nostalgia reasons. I'll describe it to you guys in the best way I could, and if you know what it is, please in any way put it down below, or contact me via Discord and give me the link because I need to know. So it's an advert. There's a boy with a very shocked face. We slowly turn around and we see behind him the inside of him, which is like a living room house or something, and then there's like a telly going on, and you see Lego Batman playing, and you realise, oh, it's a PlayStation. Wait, is it I think it was a no. I think it's PlayStation 3. I think either PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2. I think it's PlayStation 2. I could be wrong there. But yeah, I remember there was a few ads where we see people who are frozen and have big expressions just have the camera pan and turn over, and we see what they're playing in their mind or something. I forgot what it's called, but if you have any idea or have any information on that, please let me know. I want to know what it's called. But yeah, I found that horrifically scary. I remember hiding behind my covers and my pillows whenever that would come on. And this was like mid to late 2000s time. Okay, so those are the questions from Mr. MCL on the question time video. We're going to go over to the excuse me, the questions on the community post. 1. What do you think of Aardman's thing of now doing a lot of too much of things that aren't stop motion? I don't mind it too much. I would prefer it, in all honesty, if they continue to do some stop motion stuff. I know it's time consuming and all, but they're great at it. 3D animation, depending on what it is fine. 2D is actually pretty good. But a shame, really, with technology and all they can use to make these wonderful projects, I think they should really do a little bit more than just 3D and 2D, and also just take a break from branching out and all that. So I don't know. I don't mind it, but it would be nice if they can go back to it. Okay, done. Number 2. 3. Worst time at school. The worst time at it depends. Do you mean by primary school or secondary school? I will answer both. I'll try and remember primary school because it's forgotten. It's forgettable. Not that I wanted to forget about it, I just genuinely can't remember. Okay. So, in primary school, I remember I used to always be the troublesome one. I always wouldn't want to get involved with what the class is doing. I do remember one time. The class was going on a trip to see a film called The Golden Compass, which is a film that I'm sure many people have heard of. The one with Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig. It's based on a book. I think Dakota Fanning was in it, but I can't remember. And I said no, I didn't want to go and see it. But then afterwards I was like, oh yeah, I'm seeing it. And then the teachers were like, no, you're not. You're staying here. Because she said no. And it made me upset. Don't ask why I said no, because I was a... When did it come out? I would have been about 6, 7, possibly 8 when it came out. And I am a very confused, very muddled human being, so I don't know why I did that. So that made me upset. Other time is I fell off of a climbing frame, I think. And I think some girl was near me, and I got angry, and I wanted to punch her as well, because every time something bad happens, every time I fall over, I get a big angry reaction. I will just go and get mad and then punch the person who's pushed me off, and then sometimes I would lose control. And then another time I would bring in my Optimus Prime helmet when we're doing costumes and all that, and then I remember the helmet was on, and then it said like Optimus Prime or something during assembly, and that was awkward. I had a lot of awkward moments in primary school. Secondary school, worst time is when this is something I cannot stand at all. Cannot stand, and this is not their fault. You know when you know that one student in the class wouldn't shut up and they keep talking and just clear my throat again. When and then the teacher has to raise their voice and then shout. Hate that. It makes my heart beat fast. It makes me a bit tense and a bit skin crawly. And it doesn't bother me when it's with my parents or others, because I know they're talking directly at me. But if it's at others, then it's like, oh, I can't stand it. I just wish those fucking people would just do what they're told and not talk or smoke or eat. And college is pretty much like that. And also, a lot of people keep getting dragged away. Well, secondary school, one mate keeps getting dragged away, keeps walking out of class, and keeps running away from the teachers and swearing and kicking things over. I won't say who the person is because I think they know who I'm talking about. And if you're wondering, yeah, I'm still friends with that person. He doesn't do it anymore. The other person, I don't know if he's like that. I think he was kind of like that in college a little bit, to be fair. So yeah, that's probably the worst times I had at school. Just noise and just losing concentration. Hate it. But everything else about secondary school was great. Primary school was good as well, but that. It's a story for another time. 4, already done that. 5, worst Smarties ad. Again, I can't confirm which ones, except for the one that's, except for the one that's. Oh fuck! I'm gonna forget his name in a minute. There was a Smarties ad that had the directors of Bob's Birthday and Animal Behaviour and Bob and Margaret, Alison Snowden and Dave something. Oh, I can't remember his name. I seen that one. That one was pretty good. Worst ones, I can't remember. Sorry. 6. View on modern kids cartoons. Imho. Imho? Imho? I, I don't know what that says, so just if it's like a shorter version of a famous phrase or just a sentence, then I'm not going to understand that, you know. Or if you're trying to spell a word and you just spelled it incorrectly, then I guess. I don't know what it says, so I'm just going to just ignore that. There should be room for horror shows like Courage Again. Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Okay. In terms of modern cartoons, I've actually watched a decent amount of them. At the moment, I'm watching third series of DuckTales, which is cancelled, but there are a few episodes left. Amphibia, and then I think Final Space, Solar Opposites coming back as well. So I think modern cartoons are great. Gravity Falls is my all-time favourite cartoon, so I love that. And in terms of horror cartoons, Gravity Falls has that, and I think it uses it to its advantage quite well. I can't really think of any other horror cartoons, or at least cartoons that. Well, it depends on what what do you mean? Do you mean like cartoons that are scary, but they're not too scary, but unintentionally they are in a way? So like, Courage the Cowardly Dog is supposed to be scary, but then I think people have nightmares or have childhood traumas, or SpongeBob kind of has that too. If you mean that, then I wouldn't mind having a cartoon that has like for example, a cute little bunny lives in a forest, and then there are lots of things trying to kill the bunny, but the bunny survives because it's cute. If it's something like that, I think it's great. I like to see more actual scary, even though it shouldn't be potentially scary, but they find a way. Cartoons. If they can do more of that, then I think they're onto something there. So, modern cartoons are great. I think there should be more room for like horror cartoons. To be fair. Okay. 7. View on certain children's shows named Little Monsters, Okie Dokie, Connie the I was gonna say Clow, Harry, Jeremy, Jello Balls, Mr. Ben, and Molly's gang. Little Monsters. I think I recognise the title from somewhere. I'm going to look these up very quickly. So if it's a bit time consuming, then I'm very, very sorry. But I think I have heard of Little Monsters. I don't know if is that a show? Because I think there's a movie of it. I think. Let me have a look. Just bear with me for 1 second. Because I remember there was a Little Monsters show. I believe. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they have like a boy and his imaginary monsters or something? I'm genuinely just trying to look. I can't remember. Oh no. I think I was thinking of a cartoon called My Little Monsters or something. I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, I was thinking of another cartoon. I've not seen Little Monsters. Okie Dokie, or no, sorry, it's Okie Doke, isn't it? I don't know. Okie Doke, I recognise. I do recognise the cartoon, but I've never watched it. Connie the Cow. I think I recognise it from a DVD somewhere. I think it was on a DVD compilation. Oh yeah, I recognise it. I think it's on a DVD compilation with like. There's one like Three Fishketeers, and then there's one about a rabbit toy, and then Busy Buses. I recognise the cartoon. I don't know if I've watched it. I think I must have, but I can't remember. Harry Jeremy. Harry Jeremy, where are you? I've never heard of these cartoons before. I might recognise them. Never seen Harry Jerry as well. Don't recognise that at all. Jellables. Oh no, sorry, Jellybees. Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I'm getting their names wrong, but I've never heard of these cartoons before, so I'm just doing what I'm reading. I recognise the look of it. It looks a bit weird, so no, I've never seen it. Mr. Ben, I've heard of Mr. Ben, never watched it. Molly's Gang. Hang on a second. Molly's Gang. I recognise that also. Never seen it as well. My views on it is I've never seen them. Thank you, Mr. MCL, for the questions. Those were quite decent. Okay, we're gonna do. What should we do next? Okay, let's do Ben Hunt, my good friend Ben Hunt, and he says, when shops and places to eat in town and the leisure park reopens, is there anywhere in particular that you like to go to? Cinema, bowling, Pizza Hut, Five Guys, FOP, the DVD shop. It kind of rhymes in a way. Bloody shopping centres as always, and then go to the art gallery. Cool art gallery actually, because we can get free drinks there. They are cool. Paintings there as well. So pretty much the usual places that me and Ben usually go to. He knows because he's been there with me as well. So, right. So next up, after that is there any type of restaurant that you'd like there to be in town or at the leisure park? TGI Fridays, Burger King. Although we already have a Burger King in like the Adam Brooks Hospital, which is the hospital in Cambridge. TGI Fridays and I guess Little Chef as well. That'd be quite nice instead of just driving on the motorway and then pulling into a service station and then going there to eat. I think it'd be quite nice to have a little chef. Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, he did say TGI Fridays, for example. I mean, I did say that, didn't I? Because I like TGI Fridays. I've only been there 2 or 3 times. But yeah, I would like a little chefs and a TGI Fridays. That'd be quite cool. As long as we still can. You're looking forward to going to Chroma in August? Absolutely. I've never been there. Heard it's quite a nice looking area. Should be fun if Boris Johnson allows us. Thank you for those questions, Ben. Very good. Now these questions come from a user that I really don't want to talk about or say his name at all because this user's kind of fucks me up a little bit in terms of my channel and my subscribers. If you remember who he is, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm not going to talk about him. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to bring up anything in the past. I just want to move on. So the questions are: do you have a girlfriend? I do have a girlfriend now, and she's making me the happiest person I can ever be. She always makes me happy. She's funny, talented, so lovely, so beautiful. So yeah, I do, and I'm very very happy to be with her. Will you ever watch Doctor Who or any of its spin-offs, or have you ever? Have I ever watched Doctor Who? I've watched bits of. Oh, well, I can't speak today. I've watched bits of it, not entire episodes. I think Doctor Who's kind of overrated in my opinion. Spin-offs, I don't think so. I didn't even know Doctor Who had Oh yeah, there's like wasn't there the Sarah Jane Adventures as well? I think I've watched Sarah Jane Adventures, but not Doctor Who entirely. So no, I'm not gonna watch Doctor Who. I think it's a bit overrated and not really my cup of tea, really. What is your favourite film in the non-English language? Parasite might be a very overrated choice, but it is my favourite film. I'm probably the only non-English film. I think I know I've watched My Life as a Courgette and other things, but they're animated. I think I have watched another one in a non-English language, but I could be wrong. Have you ever played Call of Duty or Halo? I've played a little bit of Halo at my friend's house. It was okay. I played Call of Duty a little bit. I played Ghosts, which I thought was quite good. I know that's a very controversial thing to say, but I did enjoy that. I played Warzone, which was alright, but again, just like Call of Duty, uh, uh, Doctor Who, it's overrated also, not my thing really. I'm more into Cyberpunk and Dying Light than Call of Duty. What is your favourite live action show? Technically Angry Kid, but you know what, I'm going to say Back, which is the Robert Webb and David Mitchell comedy. Um, no, actually, no, Phone Jacker. Phone Jacker's my favourite. So technically speaking, Angry Kid's my favourite, but it's also animated as well. So, but besides that, I wouldn't just say Angry Kid every time. I mean, it is my favourite show of all time in terms of live action, and I guess animated, but I more like okay, show in general. But for live action, Phone Jacker. I love Phone Jacker, instant classic. Hell, I've got it on dubbed, so that's how much of a big nerd I am with Phone Jacker. Did you watch Chernobyl when it was out in 2019? I haven't. I've got it on DVD and I have not watched it in like a year and a half. I've been so busy. I will try and watch it when I have time and all that. No, I've heard it's amazing though. It looks very good, so I haven't. No, I will at some point. I just don't know when. 7. What's your deepest secret from your childhood and teens? What's my deepest secret? I do have something from my childhood and teens, but personally, I don't really want to get into it because A, it's personal, and B, I don't really want people to get concerned about me at all, so I don't really want to get into it right now. Or at all, I should say. Not at all. 8. Will you ever do a room tour? I mean, there's not really much to see in my room. I've shown you my DVD collection and other things as well, but there's not really much. It's a very small room as well. Maybe. I don't know. If I reach 2,000 subs, I might do. I might. I might do that probably. 9. Would you rather get an entire DVD collection for free or a front row seat at the cinema to see your favourite films in 4D? Fuck me, that's tough. Fucking hell, that's tough, isn't it? I'd rather get an entire DVD collection for oh, I can't pick. Fuck it. Watch my favourite film in 4D. That'd be quite cool. I'd love to see where the wild things are in 4D and all that. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Okay, and one more question as well. Would you ever go to Japan? I would, as my girlfriend is from Japan. I'm not really a person who wants to travel at all. I mean, this is coming from someone who watched Idiot Abroad with Carl Pilkington, and no, I don't think so. Thank you, person. I don't really want to say, or sorry, user. I don't want to say the name. Well, thank you for those. I don't want to see those questions again, or don't want to see you again. But that's a story for another time. Callum no one. Callum no one. Who's a user that's been commenting on my videos a lot, requesting me to do PIFs and ads, and that's it really. And he's back, which concerns me because I'm sick and deaf of him just constantly requesting stuff and not even commenting on the video in question. Just more ads, more PIFs. But I'm going to answer them anyways because they are questions. 1. What Pixar films are you familiar with? If you've not watched any of my thoughts on at all, watch them and then you'll get the answer and you can thank me later. 2. What do you do for a living? I don't have a job. I'm just at college and I'm working with my dad building a bungalow for the family. And I'm part of a group, a organisation talking to people with disabilities and autism, and that's also how I got a girlfriend too, if you're wondering. 3. Who is Flumpkiss? Watch any video from my channel, Puppet Shenanigans channel, with Flumpkiss in it, and you will see why. Seriously, some of these questions you can just watch my videos for. I don't know why you have to ask me. Just watch them and you'll get an answer. 4. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel? Mainly I just did it for commenting on videos and liking and just watching them, and to actually get into videos is just watching lots of different YouTube content creators, just random stuff. So like Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, Cadicarus, YMS, IHE, and even Channel Awesome. Those guys kind of inspired me to make my own series of reviews, and even content and comedy is what inspired me to upload those clips when I do the whole, when someone says this and then the video gives you a reaction of what the title implies. That kind of stuff inspires me, and also to do YTPs as well, and lists from Peachy and EA Sports, and YTPs come from lots of like different YouTube poop creators as well. So basically what inspired me is just getting inspiration from other YouTubers just to do what they do, because I like it too, and to watch it too. Do you have Disney Plus? Yeah. Not much else to say to that really. Do you have DVLA Chitty Chitty Gang Bang 2002 UK and Think Perfect Day 2010 UK scheduled? No, I will at some point, but not today. What are your dogs' names? Buster, who's the brown and white Cocker Spaniel, and Mitzi, who we got almost 3 months ago, is a Sprocker? Don't know. She is black and white, and she's full of energy, and Buster's he's quite old really, and he doesn't seem to bother much really, but he's very sweet and very lovely. Let's have a look and see what else we've got. We're almost there, I think. We've got one, no, we've got 2 from Josh Productions 07, sorry. So he said, were you scared when Michael Rosen had COVID? Scared? Scared? I was absolutely devastated when he got it. I was absolutely in shock, because I don't know how he got the virus or anything, but I was really, really worried. I don't know him personally. I have met him, which made me the happiest man alive, apart from being with my girlfriend. But I have met him at a local church in my town. But to hear him go into hospital and have like tubes go down his throat, and he said this in a video at some point. He had tubes going down, and he was knocked out unconscious or something. I was like, oh, poor him, poor chap. I feel so sorry for him, I really do. But he's doing okay now. He's even written a book about his experience in care and COVID, which must have been a nightmare and it must have been hard, even for his family too. And if he passed away, he could have, he could have had the chance to see Eddie in heaven. You know, his late son Eddie, who died of, I think he died of cancer when he was nearly 19 or something. But he's doing okay, and I'm glad. I'm glad he's still keeping safe and healthy, which is always good. So I'm glad Michael Rosen's doing well. And hopefully, if he's okay, and hopefully if COVID's over, we can go and see him do another performance bit again, which I really enjoyed when he came to the local church in town. That was a lot of fun. Do you think the Thomas reboot is an improvement? I assume you're talking about series 25. This is going to sound very controversial, but yes. For someone who's grew out of Thomas and for someone who's not into Thomas now, and I think Thomas the Tank Engine's too annoying. Why? Because my brother will play it constantly. The episodes, the songs, the VHS openings, he'll play it all the time. And I cannot stand Thomas. Same with Pingu, same with Bob the Builder. These were stuff I loved as a kid, but I grew out of it. Except Postman Pat. I like Postman Pat. Postman Pat I can tolerate. Series 25 reminds me a lot of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic in terms of animation and speed. I don't mind the American voices too. I think they kind of fit with this style of animation and speed, and the animation is actually really good. I love the way all the trains look. They look wonderful. They're very well animated. Yeah, I think so. You can say whatever the fuck you want about this being a disgrace to the TV series. The CGI series for the show I thought was just kind of bland and a bit too annoyingly cheesy and cheery. The first two seasons of Thomas with Ringo Starr as the narrator is probably better, but everything else after that I just cannot stand at all. I cannot stand Thomas. Even the first two series have some gripes where I'm just constantly annoyed. The new series looks familiar to me, and I'm looking forward to it. I might watch maybe one or two episodes. Obviously, I'm not 5 years old, but I want to see how it goes. And also for those who, also to those people who keep bashing the new series because it looks shit, guys, it's not even out yet. Why don't you just give it a chance? I mean, I know I do that too, and I sometimes give something a chance and the thing turns out to be shit, and sometimes it's vice versa, but still, I'm open to this. I'm hoping this will be better than the series itself. Yes, I said it. Fight me. Go on, fight me. I know this show has a huge fan base, and like I said, I grew out of Thomas. I'm not into it anymore, but this does look pretty decent. And then we've got one more, I think, from Lewis Harbert's reviews as well. Okay, let's see what he said. If you had to pick one country, if you had to pick one country you would love to go, what would it be? Good question. Country. I like to go to Spain. Spain looks quite nice. If you had to pick one musical film, what would it be? Do you mean like which musical film would I watch? If so, it's either La La Land or Moana, one or the other. So there you go, question time 7. Sorry if it's been a bit too long. I think it's like slightly almost 40 minutes. There's a lot of stuff I had to get through as well, and then there were some questions I wasn't too sure on, and I had to look some things up, so I can familiarise myself. So, sorry if I haven't entirely answered your questions, but I can only answer them the best way I could, and yeah. Thank you for all the questions. If you have any more questions, you can either leave them on the video here, or if I make another announcement saying, right, give me some questions for Question Time 8. Feel free, I don't mind wherever, as long as I know where they are, and if the questions are clear, and they got good grammar, then that's fine. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And until next time, bye for now!